All right, everybody, welcome into the Libra new moon energy reading. I am going to, this is not really connected with any zodiac sign, but this is reading and messages for those watching. Please surround us with our most protective light. Only messages of love and light come through for our highest good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Doesn't mean the messages are always going to be like super sticky, sweet, positive, which of course is not authentic. So just want you to know that, but the protection is around us. So let's begin. Okay. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. Welcome in. If you like the content I create, please like, subscribe, and share. All right. This new moon is happening in Libra on October 16th here in the Northern Hemisphere, depending on where you are in the world. We are in the energy right now as I post this reading. This is really about balance, and it is happening at a time when Mercury has just gone into retrograde and Mars is in retrograde. So there can be a lot of clashing going on right now around those very powerful communication and action-oriented energies that are in retrograde. So what's needed is a little bit of balance. So thank goodness for this Libra new moon, a nice feeling of understanding each other coming in. It is about the collective. Libra is the energy of the seventh house, about relationships. And what is needed here, or what is being ushered in, is the ability to have compassion for your fellow man. You know, those that are living in a selfish energy will feel very out of tune with this lovely, lighthearted, and balancing energy of Libra. And it can just be like a signal to you to like, okay, you know, let's move more into compassion, or let's move more into understanding the collective. This is about the collective. And Libra is about justice. So what is coming in at this time is about bringing in justice for the collective. Okay? All right, so let's see where we go here. For those watching, please. Taking shelter. You got that right. The answers are within. Impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Very interesting. Passion and pleasure. Savor your life. This is a celebration. Okay? What's coming from this situation is we've all been, you know, sort of in this quarantining kind of experience, kind of this hermiting life of, you know, taking good care of our health and taking care of the health of others, by the way, by doing that. So at this moment, over the next few weeks, especially moving into this American election, we can feel like there's this impasse. We can feel like there's this insurmountable divide, right? How do we ever solve this? How do we ever come back together? There is a feeling for me, this beautiful energy of passion and pleasure, of being able to learn how to have joy again in community. There can be, you know, people creating family, creating their own communities, right? That's going to be an important thing as we move into 2021, about really savoring and having a lot of gratitude for the things in our life. I think things have been removed from our life, but new things have come in. People removed from our life, but new people coming in. And it is about, you know, knowing that that is the cycle of life, and also knowing that we can enjoy and savor things when they happen, instead of, well, that, you know, sort of passed me by, or that's gone now and now I feel sad about it. Enjoy what's in front of you, okay? Enjoy the experience of what's in front of you. Reflect and redirect your energy. Instead of butting your head up against a wall, it's time to learn new ways to communicate, to learn new ways to come together, to learn new ways to be together in community. Okay, that's really going to be an important thing coming up. All right, yes, temperance energy, absolutely. Between death and the devil here is the temperance card. Death is about transformation, which is scorpionic in nature. It is about things that need to go away need to go away. The devil energy is about things that make you feel stuck and make you feel like you're not making any progress. This is the energy of how can things work together? How can we figure things out? How can we? Okay, this Sagittarian energy there. And Sagittarius is also the 9th house of philosophies and belief system. What do we believe to be true? What do we believe to be our path, our mission here? Okay, so 4 of Cups, feeling very stuck at this moment. 3 of Wands. There we go. Justice energy. This is the opportunity. Okay, so we are manifesting an opportunity for justice right now. 2 of Pentacles. The duality of everything that we're in right now is so strong. It's an us against them. It's, very, very dualistic. 9 of Cups, how we got here. If you don't know who Simon Sinek is, I'm gonna recommend you look him up. Sinek. We don't usually talk about business things necessarily in this channel, but Simon Sinek, it's more about a way of life. I believe Simon Sinek is a very, very smart man, and he did a TED Talk about understanding the why you do things. And recently I saw a little conversation with him about the rise of selfishness. I talk a lot about selfishness on this channel as a way of helping you understand when you're in self-care and when you're doing things for yourself and you're not harming other people. That's not what selfishness is. Selfishness is doing something just to spite other people. Okay, that's selfish. Like, you're aware of it. You're aware that you're doing something that's hurting other people and you're trying to do it anyway. And that's how we got here. So that is not justice. That is not balanced. All right, this is the releasing and letting go. Hanged Man, very much at a crossroads right now. How we got here. This is the belief. King of Pentacles here is that the belief system that there's only one pie. Meaning, I get my piece of the pie. If you get a piece of pie, that means I get less pie. That is simply untrue, okay? That is an erroneous philosophy. That is something that does not exist. The universe is infinite. There's no such thing as I get more pie, you get less. Just because someone else has success doesn't mean I can't get success too. Just because someone else does something amazing doesn't take away from my ability to do things that are amazing. Okay, so we are moving into a new philosophy. The Hermit energy here. The Fool, absolutely a new path. I'm going to clarify this Hanged Man here. Emperor. Hopes and fears. Outcome. 5 of Swords. Manipulation. Yeah. Woo! Okay. Manipulation. Justice is coming in. We have manifested this 3 of Cups and then 3 of Wands. We have an expectation of fairness, okay? And that is what is working on coming in right now. The Hanged Man is sort of standing it up, okay? Is standing it up. And then this 5 of Swords is talking about selfishness. We've got selfishness here on the table. So let me clarify the Fool, this new path. All right, taking a new tack, taking a new path. Knight of Cups, Star, healing energy, healing the community, 4 of Pentacles. There's still some people who are kind of stuck and holding on to the past. All right, that is the issue here. For the community to move forward, for everyone to move forward in this energy, for you to participate in something that's celebratory. And I feel like this is going to be celebratory, right? We are going to have a communion of consciousness in this higher vibration of understanding how to move forward away from this impasse. What's needed right now is healing work. From those of you on the spiritual path, healing work is necessary in order to bring justice to bear. The Justice card here, clarification. Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginnings, Sun, love it, High Priestess. This is the higher vibration. This is where I feel like there's the people whoever is in low vibration everyone is on the spiritual path. But those who are not aware, they've not had their awakening yet, or they're not aware of the spiritual path, or they very much want to return to an old time or something along those lines. I feel like the opportunity now is to shine the light on the new path. Okay, use your healing nature, your healing capabilities to shine this light to help balance things out. Okay, please clarify the Hanged Man for me. Please clarify the Hanged Man for me. 6 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Hierophant. Okay, so this is about the person coming back. Someone wants to come back, or someone is coming back, okay? And this is going to be, this is going to end in heartbreak and betrayal, okay? The person who comes back is going to create heartbreak and betrayal. And Taurus, this is very traditional, okay? It can create heartbreak and betrayal in the traditional way, right? The King of Pentacles here, traditional life or something like that. This creates heartbreak around that. You know, wanting to have a traditional path forward is going to be thwarted. There is not going to be a traditional path forward. It feels very much here like this person does come back, or the person wants to come back. There's a hang up, there's a hold up, there's a hang up, and there's heartbreak and betrayal. There's an ending for something that is traditional. Okay, there's an ending for that. All right, and so there's a new movement here. There's a new way forward with this new beginning. But I feel like we have to go through this heartbreak and betrayal a little bit in order to move forward. The 5 of Swords, clarify the 5 of Swords, please. 7 of Wands, Queen of Wands, lots of drama here, okay? Knight of Pentacles, slow going. 2 of Swords. There's a real, there's hope and there's joy and there's something that ends that's very traditional. I feel like, you know, part of 2020 is about upending traditional systems, belief systems, things like that. And I feel like what is going to be happening here is going to show, you know, it's like the end of selfishness. It's the end of that. It's the beginning of the communal kind of thing. So anybody who wants to live in the world of competition, dog eat dog, it's you against me, it's this, you know, I get all the pie and you get no pie. Anyone who wants to live in that, I feel like is going to have a betrayal visited upon them, is going to have, they're going to want to have this old way where, you know, I'm up here and everybody else is down there. They're going to want to have that, but that is not, there's going to be some kind of sacrifice required by the general group of us in order for it to be less selfish, in order for it to be more balanced, Libra energy. And so that passion and pleasure, joy can come back. We're missing joy and pleasure. And not in the selfish way of joy and pleasure, right? I mean, not joy, but pleasure. In the selfish way of pleasure, there is no, it's all about me. And when it's all about me, when everybody's all about me in a truly selfish way, there's a very big difference between taking care of yourself, doing self care and doing things that are good for self, and being selfish. I talk about this a lot on this channel. The thing that's whatever is being selfish is being moved away. There's going to be heartache and betrayal around that, around something that's traditional. Okay, that thing can't come back. The traditional thing cannot come back. So the experience that we're going to have is about a resisting of, now it's sort of like who's on top. Okay, that's going to be the thing. There's going to be some drama and some separation here of like not knowing who's on top, not knowing what's going to be happening, not knowing who is in charge. Okay, I feel like there's going to be that. But the celebration of this tower moment here is going to bring in happiness and joy. It's going to bring in a way forward that's going to be more balanced. Okay, that's not about selfishness. Those who want to cling to selfishness or cling to the idea of, if I get my piece of pie, you can't have yours. The people who want to cling to that are going to be, are going to feel betrayed. They're going to feel betrayed in some meaningful way here, and I want to get more about that. What is this betrayal about? Knight of Pentacles, again, Virgo energy. Sun. Temperance, again, balance. Things are going to be balanced. Eight of Pentacles, how we work is going to be different. Virgo energy of day to day is going to be different. It's going to be more about joy and happiness. The sun showing up with this Ace of Pentacles. Things are going to be different in how we move forward in our lives. We're going to revere more the intuitive side of life. We're going to revere more the healing and the communal side of life. Okay, so in December, we're moving into, Jupiter is moving into Aquarius. And that is very much about society at large. And Jupiter is about bestowing treasures, pleasures, happiness, good luck. And that is going to move us out of this place of stuckness, move us out of this place of selfishness. Okay, so it's not going to be like that anymore. There's going to be a massive change because this really created an impasse. This belief system that there's only so much in the universe to go around has created an impasse. Okay, it's created a haves and have-nots. It's created that kind of thing. And so as we're moving forward out of this energy of that, out of the energy of selfishness. So this is what I talked about in the spiritual business class. Anybody who has a business that really focuses on healing and focuses on service to others and focuses on things of that nature, it's really going to be seen as very important work, okay? Even if it wasn't revered in the past, there's going to be a new respect for anyone who does service, okay? Anyone who shows service to, the community at large or a community of people, right? There can be a lot of more communal kind of living, right? Where we all live together. There's not about one pie. It's not about selfishness. It's about sharing. It's about us doing good works for other people. And I do think this is going to take some tower moments for us to get through. Okay, some tower moments. And it's likely that it's going to come from youth. The youth are going to upend all of these traditional ideas in favor of communal consciousness, in favor of hope, in favor of the path of, justice. I feel like it's going to be the youth who are going to really take the lead in this. And any kind of selfishness around work or, any kind of work that is about like me getting mine won't exist anymore. It's going to be that's going to be moved away from how we do things. Okay, so this is a big picture reading. I really didn't expect it to be that, frankly. But on a personal level, you can see that if you're working or in relationship with someone selfish, if you're in a business or if you're in a kind of line of work or working for a company that you feel is doing things that's anti-justice or doing things that are discriminatory or in any way, shape, or form, that really is going to be changed in such a big way as to be seen as that ain't cool. Okay, there's going to be like that feeling. So the Emperor here, I didn't look at this yet, but the hopes and fears, the Emperor. All right, so let's look at that. That's about leadership, particularly relevant. Okay, 7 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Empress. Very nice. So this is an old storyline for me and some of you who watch the channel for a really long time. know about my long held storyline about the emperor is a crusty old bastard until his feminine truly rises. So what's happening right now is not only the youth showing up and being part of this massive sea change in our lives, but the choice to move into love, into true balance. This is the Libra energy too, of true balance with the masculine and feminine. So what you're going to see is the breakdown of this strictly masculine kind of situation and moving into the more balanced masculine and feminine. So this is really the rise of the divine feminine in terms of leadership. Okay, so you likely are going to see a lot of women elected. You're likely are going to see a lot of massive change for women as we move forward. The divine feminine really showing up. And the old story I tell about that is the masculine and feminine, in order for it to be a benevolent society or a benevolent kind of energy, the masculine is a crotchety old jerk until the feminine heart shows up, right? Working through compassion and all the feminine kind of energies. The feminine can be directionless or can be too passive without the leadership of the masculine. So those two things together, we have been in a very masculine kind of society for quite a long time. And so the rise of the divine feminine is really what is being ushered in here. And passion and pleasure is being evoked, right? So more masculine, feminine, being balanced, okay? And having joy around relationship. No more, I feel like we're moving into more of a balanced kind of relationship where it's not about a division of labor, it's more about a heart-centered connection and also sharing of leadership, masculine and feminine, for those two things to sort of flow together. So this is, to me, this is really beautiful foretelling of how we might move through this election season. This is a Libra new moon reading for sure. But it's showing me that this is kind of like a gateway to allowing more balance in our lives, removing the selfishness. Any masculine and feminine, both sides of that coin can have, everything has positive and negative to it, right? The dualistic nature of things is that we put a stamp on something as good and this is bad. This is positive, this is negative, this is feminine, this is masculine. What we're doing is we're blending those energies now, and we're taking the positives of both of those energies so that things can be more balanced in how we're living our lives. This can be in your own particular situation. So if you have been in an experience of mostly masculine, right? You're mostly out in the world. You know, there might be less of a focus on love or less of a focus on your own joy and what your heart wants to do. That can get balanced now in this Libra new moon. If you're mostly feminine, meaning you are mostly around the home or you're mostly being in the energy of the heart, there can now be some direction for you in terms of the way forward. And that's a welcome thing. So all of these things portend to me to be very positive in nature and also very, this is the rise of the feminine and this is the union of the masculine and feminine in terms of public service, in terms of our individual lives, in terms of how we lead our lives in society in general. So as we move into that massively societally driven Aquarius energy in December, we are going to have some kind of masculine feminine blending before then. That's kind of amazing. Engagement, getting to know each other, give your relationship a chance, pay attention to red flags. Okay, very interesting combination of things, of the feminine balancing the masculine balancing the feminine, the old balancing the new, right? This whole kind of thing. Some things have to go away in order for new things to come in. You can't bring new things in unless you release old things that are out of date, outmoded, worn out their welcome. Make a commitment. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. You and your loved ones are safe. This is your life's purpose. So for those of you who are a little bit afraid about how, particularly in the United States, I mean, if you're watching this outside the United States, you maybe just be watching us as like a goldfish, like in a goldfish bowl kind of thing, and being like, what's going on over there? All of us on the planet are, it's no longer about, what's the John Lennon song about, like, imagine there's no countries, imagine there's no war, imagine all of that stuff. His energy of being very prophetic about how we're no longer going to be dualistic, okay? This is part of your life's mission. And you can trust yourself. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. You can trust yourself. And you can also trust that this mission is coming to you. This is actually, make a commitment. This is Archangel Michael on his knees. This is almost like becoming a knight in King Arthur's court. This is reminding me of that story when they kneel and they get, and the queen knights them. I feel like you've become knighted in this mission of balancing masculine and feminine. So whatever it is in your individual journey, it's really important to open up to that on the Libra new moon of balance. Balancing your masculine and feminine energies, balancing your work and your play, balancing, right? Bringing in fun, letting go of too much work in that regard. Also balancing the masculine and feminine in terms of love. That's going to be very important. So this Libra new moon energy is a time of releasing and letting go of old ideas. Libra is about justice. And so it's about letting go of old, outmoded ideas. That hanged man there says release and let go of those things. Is there going to be manipulation and people on purpose putting illusions into play? You bet there are. So what's necessary is Libra is absolutely standing in the truth and shining the light of truth, right? There's a lot of ways to look at truth. And how are we balancing that in this culture? How are we balancing that in our public discourse and also in our private lives? How are we balancing the truth for ourselves? Are we looking at all angles? Are we looking at only information that agrees with us? Are we looking at information that, reliable information that can bring in new perspectives that may give us more compassion for different people that maybe don't share our perspective? So all of these things are going to be coming into play, and this is a very powerful time. I'm very heartened that the energy of passion and pleasure is coming, because it has been a very austere time, I think, right? Being, sort of hiding out, and how can we move beyond this impasse? So let me look at passion and pleasure. Let me just clarify that for a minute before I go. Three of Pentacles, we've got to work together. Page of Pentacles, we've all got to learn new things. Ace of Pentacles, this is all tangible stuff, okay? Seven of Cups, Judgment, Two of Swords. There is going to be, it's not going to be easy to do this, okay? This is the crossroads. And the thing that's not easy about this is the illusions. Okay, when we're talking about the moon, talking about the new moon is dark. It's not light like a full moon. And so the illusions can take hold. But what we need to do is see the path forward in terms of it's tangible. Okay, it's real. And how do I need to learn about this? Or what do I need to learn to help the rest of us all build something together? Can there be, I feel like there's going to be a lot of like communal living, families living together and created families living together. And that is going to be a source of happiness and joy. It's also going to be a source of necessity in some way. Okay? We got to go back to our feelings. We've got to go back to our intuition, our feelings. Our intuition is in our bodies. And that must be understood better. Okay, and not shove them away. Things are coming to light in this Scorpio energy of Mercury in retrograde. Things are going to be coming to light over the course of the next couple weeks that may shock you, may surprise you. Okay, just keep this in mind. Stay balanced. Okay, stay balanced. Keep on your path. Okay? Stay cool, everybody.